everyone, welcome to Riverbridge. This is your MDT Orientation training, and before we get started, I just want to let you guys know who I am. A little bit about myself. I was born and raised here in Colorado, so I'm a Colorado native. I graduated from Colorado Mesa University in December 2019. Okay, so now I'm working here. My position here at Riverbridge is I'm the bilingual advocate MDT coordinator, or multidisciplinary team coordinator for longer terms. So as a bilingual advocate, I am responsible for direct services such as crisis interventions, referral support to families and children who come here for forensic interviews, mental health treatments, and medical exams. I also ensure that children and families understand ongoing events during the investigation and legal processes. As the multidisciplinary team coordinator, or MDT coordinator, I keep the MDT members connected for case review. So we work closely with law enforcement, district attorneys, child protective services, and medical professionals and mental health professionals. So that's a little bit about me. So now let's jump into it. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about Riverbridge and who we are, what we do here at Riverbridge, and what to expect when you come here. Hi, welcome. Come on in. Thank you for coming in through the side door. So I'm going to give you a tour of Riverbridge. We're going to start at the front, and then we're going to work our way back to the back. So this is the front part of Riverbridge. This is actually my workspace. This is where the family comes in. This is the first contact. We have our children's area over here where the kids can play with their toys. And this is where the kids play, and then I meet with the family and do some paperwork on this side. This is before they go back for a forensic interview. So right here on our left, this is our bathroom, and we advise you that you use this bathroom if you need to go to the bathroom, just because the forensic interview room is back there, and we do have a second bathroom back there, but it makes a lot of noise, so we prefer that you use this bathroom. And right over here, this is our extra room that we have, so if mental health providers or medical providers want to talk to our families, we separate them to come talk to them so they can have a little bit more privacy. So this is Mary's room right over here, and if you need anything with technology, or if you have any technology issues, she is available. We are limiting the amount of people here in the building, but she is available if you need her. And right over here we have the recording system and our copy room. And this is our conference room where we have all the MDT members come in. So once they come in through the side door, they directly come here, and they do have a screen up here so they can see the forensic interview in the other room. And right over here we have our kitchen, so if you ever want to have something to drink, you are welcome to. And right over here we have our future second forensic interview room. And right here to my left, we have Lori's office, and then we have Kat's office. And our forensic interview room, we have 2 cameras up in the ceiling, and we have a recorder. Okay, let's get started. So Riverbridge Regional Center is located here in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. It's a nationally accredited child advocacy center and a nonprofit organization. So we serve children who have been physically abused, sexually abused, neglected, or are witnesses of any other crime. But before I move forward, I'm going to introduce you guys to the staff members that we have here at Riverbridge. So this is our staff here at Riverbridge. Meet Blythe Chapman, she's our executive director. Mary Cloud, our assistant director. Lori Bennett, our lead family advocate. Catherine Stenquist, our forensic interviewer and community outreach coordinator. Janet Early, mental health coordinator. Frazier, he's our facility dog. Megan Hurley, mental health therapist. Myself, Evelyn Olasco, bilingual family advocate and multidisciplinary team coordinator. Jolene Chavez, bilingual family advocate and medical program administrator. Angie Hillebrand, forensic nurse examiner. Kelly Hill, family nurse practitioner and forensic nurse examiner. And Becky Antonelli, Mountain West St. Alliance clinical coordinator. This is Frazier, our facility dog. He is a Labrador Golden Retriever mix. He was trained by Canine Companions for Independence, joined Riverbridge in August 2015, and he has always brought a calm, neutral presence throughout the process, whether that would be a forensic interview, therapy session, or court, and he helps children feel safe and relaxed. So a little bit about Riverbridge Regional Center. It's a center that is child-friendly, child-driven, and neutral. It's both a place and a process where a child can come here and feel comfortable enough to talk about everything that has happened to them. We actually have a system designed specifically to reduce the stress, anxiety, and additional trauma for that child. And our main priority is to meet that child's needs. So we coordinate multiple agencies to provide services in one setting here at Riverbridge rather than providing those services in multiple settings. Other services that we provide here at Riverbridge are workshops such as child abuse prevention for parents, youth, school personnel, other nonprofits, and community members. We also provide trainings for the multidisciplinary team, which includes therapists, law enforcement, advocates, and interviewers. So this is a child abuse system, and the picture on the right that you're seeing right now is explaining what used to happen when kids needed help for an abuse. So I'm going to give you a typical case. This child is 5 years old and she goes to school. She talks to her teacher and tells her how she's been abused at home, where then the teacher has to report it to a police officer. Then she goes to the doctor, tells the nurse and the social worker about her abuse. Then she has to talk to a detective and an investigator. At the end of this, Robin had to talk to 15 people, meaning she was repeating her story 15 times. And as we all know, when a child starts repeating one story to one person, then to another person, and to another person, they end up switching up their story because they thought that the first time that they told their story, something was wrong with that. So another reason why it's not ideal for them to continue to repeat themselves is because they become traumatized throughout the years. And so we try to limit that. And now we're using a different model. So the picture on the right explains what happens today when children need help for abuse. And I've explained before, Riverbridge is a child-friendly environment and everything is centered around the child and the family. So we also have trained interviewers and mental health and medical professionals. And instead of them having to talk to 15 people every single time and repeat their story over and over again, they can talk to 3 people here at Riverbridge. And the ultimate goal here is to just have the child talk about the abuse one time rather than multiple. So here are 15 child advocacy centers in Colorado. To break that down a little bit more, we serve 8,800 square miles and a population of over 138,000 residents. We serve 4 counties: Rio Blanco, Garfield, Eagle, and Picken. We serve all of the 9th Judicial District and Eagle in the 5th in Colorado. Riverbridge Regional Center started in December 2007. We are a nonprofit organization. We are an NCA accredited member, and a little bit about NCA, they actually set the standard for National Child Advocacy Center model, and in 2010, Riverbridge earned accreditation from the National Children's Alliance, and in both 2015 and 2020, Riverbridge earned a re-accreditation. The multidisciplinary team is the foundation of our Child Advocacy Center, or CAC, and we work collaboratively with the Department of Human Services, law enforcement, district attorney's office, forensic medical providers, victim advocates, and mental health professionals. So when the family comes to Riverbridge for the first time, they come in contact either with myself, Lori, or Jolene. And out here in the front area, this is where we allow kids to feel comfortable and let them know that it's a safe zone. The reason is because we don't interrogate them or ask them certain questions about the abuse or anything like that. Instead, we interact with them by playing games with them, coloring with them, and talking about life besides what has happened to them, like what grade they're in, do they like school, what's their favorite subject, things like that. Meanwhile, we go over services and provide other resources to caregivers that come here to Riverbridge, and we help them fill out paperwork that they need to fill out. And I wanted to mention that only families can come in through the front door, and law enforcement, social services, or anyone else that's on the case or attends this interview must come in through the side door. And we also ask that you guys come here half an hour early so that everyone can get ready before the family arrives. Okay, so I'm going to refocus your attention to the forensic interview process. So when the family arrives, the interviewer will talk to the parent first and bring them back to the conference room for a pre-meeting. In that pre-meeting, it's only for the parents to know who the team members are and who's on this case. It's also where the parents are introduced to the interview process, and it's not a place to gather information about what they think has happened. After the pre-meeting, the parent will be brought back to the front, and then the child will be guided back to a separate room with the interviewer. In that room, there are cameras for the purpose of the team being able to watch the interview in that conference room on a TV screen. After that child is done with their interview, they will be brought back to the front, and then the interviewer will take the parent again and take them to the back. And again, the purpose for the parent to go back to talk to the team again is not to gather information. It's to let the parent know what the child has disclosed and what the next steps in the process is for their family. So any of the other information that needs to be gathered will have to take place somewhere else besides Riverbridge. Given the COVID circumstances that we are in right now, in normal times we will support for some information gathering in the post-meeting. It just can't go on for a long time, and this meeting is kept for 20 minutes to prevent the child from having to wait a long period of time. And we also ask that law enforcement does not come to the front after the forensic interview is done. Sometimes we do let social workers come up to introduce themselves and let the child know that they will be visiting their home eventually. And in addition to that, because of COVID restrictions, we are limiting the amount of people in the building. So if law enforcement is the investigator on this case, they are the ones to be present on site. And if DHS is the investigator, then they would be expected to come on site. But if both of them are the investigators on this case, then one or the other needs to be here in person and the other has to attend by Zoom. And now Catherine Stenquist, our forensic interviewer and community outreach coordinator, will be explaining the forensic interview scheduling process.
Hello, MD team members. My name is Kat Stenquist, and I'm the lead forensic interviewer here at Riverbridge Regional Center. I am the full-time on-site forensic interviewer, but I do have a team of 5 other interviewers. 3 are bilingual and speak Spanish as well as English, and 2 are English speaking only. When you need to request a referral for a forensic interview at Riverbridge, please call our main number at 970-945-5195, or if it's after hours and you need to schedule a forensic interview, you can contact either myself or Blythe Chapman. When scheduling a forensic interview, Riverbridge has 2 time slots available, a 9 a.m. slot in the morning and a 1 p.m. slot in the afternoon. And these are kind of our 9 and 1 slots that we will have you schedule for. Of course, we want to make sure that whatever time you pick works for the family. So when you call to make a referral, we want some information before starting. When you call, we would request that you are able to provide us with the following information: your name, your agency that you're with, and if Human Services or another law enforcement agency is on the case. It's really important that if we have a intrafamilial case where the alleged offender is someone in the child's family, that Human Services is contacted or the appropriate law enforcement agency is contacted. If you're not sure which law enforcement agency should be on the case, give your county's dispatch a call and they will route it to the appropriate law enforcement agency. So looking at this is a lot of stuff that we are requesting. Really, we want to know the alleged victim's name, their age, and their date of birth, and what gender they identify as. And it's really important what language they are comfortable in. If they speak Spanish at home, it might be really beneficial for us to have one of our bilingual interviewers do the interview. It's also really helpful as interviewers if there are any known delays or disabilities, whether that's a developmental delay, a speech delay, or a disability, that we're aware of that at the time before the interview is scheduled. And then we need the caregiver information. So the name of the caregiver, a phone number, the address where they live, and who will be bringing the child to the interview. The other information, such as military involvement, is helpful for us to know, but not necessary at the time of the referral. And then we want a brief kind of summary of what the allegation is. Why is the child coming here to Riverbridge to be interviewed? And then our scheduling will give you a couple of options for dates and times, and you'll pick the one that works best for yourself, your team members, and the family. When you are scheduling a Spanish-speaking interviewer, you need to be aware that our 3 Spanish-speaking interviewers work for different agencies. And so they have kind of limited availability in their schedules. We try and work as quickly as possible to get them in, but just be aware that there might be a delay in scheduling a Spanish-speaking forensic interview. If the interview is going to go fully in Spanish, we will try with every effort to have an interpreter available on site at Riverbridge so that you can understand what is being said at the time of the interview. If you have any further questions about scheduling a forensic interview or the process, please give me or Riverbridge a call. Thanks so much.
Also, it is the caseworkers and the law enforcement who contacts non-offending caretaker to confirm the interview with that day and time. And the investigators must be present for entire process of the forensic interview, including pre and post meeting with the family. And one of our policies here at Riverbridge is that alleged offenders are not allowed on site. A juvenile offender may receive an interview for their own possible victimization. Next, I'm going to explain what happens after the forensic interview. So when you want to come and pick up evidence, you do need to call or send an email in advance to Catherine Stenquist and set up a day and time for you to come to Riverbridge. When you get to Riverbridge, you do have to use the side door, and we will ask for your signature after you take evidence. And now Jolene Chavez, our bilingual family advocate and medical program administrator, will be going over the other services that we offer at our second building.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Riverbridge 2, our second building. We ask that if any staff need to enter into this building, you come into this first entrance that you see as you head into our parking lot. We do have two other entrances. The middle entrance are for clients coming in for mental health, and the far back entrance are for our clients coming in for medical exams or medical education. So go ahead and follow me, come right in. Hi, my name is Jolene Chavez and I work here out of Riverbridge 2, our second building. I am a family advocate here and I am also the medical program administrator. I usually help schedule families for therapy or for medical exams. Our medical exams are performed by Kelly Hill, Angie Hildebrand, or Becky Antonelli is our medical coordinator. So she probably won't be doing any of the medical exams during the day, but she is one of our nurses on call for the Mountain West Sane Alliance program. We also have Megan and Janet, who are mental health therapists who work out of this building. Blythe, our executive director, also works out of this building. So my job here is to greet our clients and any MDT members who happen to enter into this building. I will help them collect evidence here from our nurses. They usually don't have much contact with our therapists, but they will be in this building for evidence collection. I help clients schedule their medical exams or consultations, also coordinate appointments with the mental health therapists. And let me go ahead and give you a tour through our building. So as you come into the building, here to our left is our conference room. And if you want to take a look in there, this is where our case review happens. When we can have case review in person again, this is also where larger meetings will take place and possibly some in-person trainings in the future. As you're coming out of the door, here to our left is a bathroom. And Blythe's office. Janet, one of our mental health therapist office, is here also to the left. And as you continue into the building, you'll come into one of our main family waiting areas. Also to our left is our nurse's office. And if you want to follow me further, ahead of us will be Megan, second therapist's office as well. And then over to our right, this isn't our main waiting room, but this is also another waiting area for families, usually just to keep families separate if we have more than one family in at a time, just so we keep their privacy. This entrance door will also always be locked by a code. So main entrance is open always, and you can always get into this first waiting room, but before you come into this door, you need to ring our doorbell here to our right, just in case you ever mistake your entrance and you come through this door. And we'll continue into our kitchen. This is where we This is the area we use for eating with our MDT members during case review. We also keep snacks here for our clients, and we offer them snacks and drinks. You can go into the second door here. This actually leads into the second part of the building. And only staff have access to this entrance. And we have our medical room. Here's where medical exams and medical education take place. Here we have another bathroom that actually, just in case, because we do have sexual assault victims coming into the building, if they ever need to shower, we do have that available for them. And our third bathroom of the building is right through this door. Our medical waiting area for our families is right here. So it's a little bit smaller. Usually we have medicals, our family comes in smaller groups. And this is the far end entrance that we have, and this is our medical entrance. This is what it would look like outside if you're ever coming in through this entrance. This door is also code enter only. We also have a doorbell to the right of all of our doors. And then walking right through this door, we'll enter into our main family waiting area again.
Children who are referred to Riverbridge are also offered medical forensic examinations and body safety education. Riverbridge also houses the Mountain West Sane Alliance program. Both provide assault victims with trauma-informed, compassionate, culturally sensitive, and comprehensive forensic evaluation and treatment by trained professional nurse experts. Exams and education are patient-specific and are tailored to each individual. Our nurses believe in a holistic process and often make medical, mental health, and advocacy referrals. The medical well-being of patients is the objective at all times. We serve a 4-county region, which include Eagle, Pitkin, Rio Blanco, and Garfield counties.
At Riverbridge, we believe in at least opening the door to healing. Every child that comes through Riverbridge has the opportunity to meet with a therapist. We want to make sure that they are okay and not having symptoms of PTSD. We offer objective assessments that are evidence-based and research-proven. Our on-site therapists are Janet Early and Megan Hurley. They are both trained in several trauma-focused, evidence-based treatments. They can work with victims and families before cases go to trial, which helps because children can be appropriately emotionally expressive should they have to testify.
Okay, now we're shifting gears and we are going to talk about case review. Case review is where discussions are had and information is shared regarding the investigation, the case status, and the services needed by the child and the family. In normal times, we would be hosting case review in person, but due to the circumstances that we are in right now, we are hosting case review via Zoom. We also host Garfield County case review on the first and third Wednesday of every month. We also host Pitkin County case review on the fourth Wednesday, and for Rio Blanco County case review, we host those as needed. Eagle County has their own SART, which stands for Sexual Assault Response Team, and they discuss adult and child cases. Also, the investigators must request to review their case. And as the multidisciplinary team coordinator, I will be sending you an email to remind you that we have case review that following Wednesday, and in that email, I will be providing the link to that Zoom meeting. I also wanted to mention that case review agendas for Pitkin County, Rio Blanco, and Garfield are going to be put into a folder in Dropbox. If you do not have access to that folder, you can let myself know or Blythe Chapman via email or phone call, and we will get you on that list. The purpose of case review is as follows. It's immediate review of all active cases. We have open dialogue from all team agencies. We share and coordinate information. We have fact-based discussions. We communicate different viewpoints with respect. We improve outcomes and services for families. We keep track of families. And we provide opportunities for cross-training. And here are several necessary components for an effective case review. For initial review of cases, we ask that the investigating agencies to present on how the case came in. Then the interviewer, advocates, mental health, and medical all present their part. We review to share information and viewpoints from all team agencies. We discuss how to improve outcomes and ensure that the families have what they need. And it is a great way to cross-train so that our entire MDT is on the same page. And now we're going to go over the case review code of conduct. Number 1, we maintain and develop professional competence. Number 2, we place integrity of the profession and the interests of the clients above our own. Number 3, we act with integrity, competence, and respect. Number 4, we listen carefully without judgment and protect all from personal attack. Number 5, we all have the opportunity to be heard. Number 6, we use conflict to stimulate understanding and respond in a professional manner to produce creative solutions. Number 7, we view problems as system problems, not individual failures. Number 8, we use case review to point us in an area for improvement. And this is what is included in the process of case review. 1, overview the case. 2, review interview outcomes. 3, review medical evaluations and/or needs. 4, discuss, plan, and monitor the process of the investigation. 5, discuss child protection and other safety issues. 6, provide input for prosecution and sentencing decisions. 7, discuss emotional support and mental health treatment needs of the child and the non-offending caregivers. 8, assess the family's reactions and respond to the child's disclosure and involvement in the criminal justice child protection systems. 9, review criminal and civil case disposition. 10, make provisions for child and family advocacy, including court education and court support. 11, discuss cultural considerations relevant to the case. 12, provide an opportunity for discussion. This concludes our MDT orientation training. If you have any additional questions, feel free to contact us at our main number at 970-945-5195. Thank you. Have a great day.